Hey everyone, Eva Thompson here. Welcome to my channel today. In this video, I am going to be talking to you guys about why some people suffer from retroactive jealousy and other people don't. I have a lot of people that come to me and say, I'm not jealous of my partner's past. I feel disgusted by it, or I feel angry about it, or I feel sad about it. And broadly speaking, as far as I'm concerned, retroactive jealousy is when your partner's past bothers you. So you don't necessarily have to feel jealous, but if it bothers you in any way, shape or form, to the point where you're getting intrusive thoughts, you're getting mental movies, you feel anxious or angry or any of the emotions that I mentioned before, then you likely are suffering from retroactive jealousy. And I asked you guys on Instagram why you think that some people suffer from this and other people really don't at all. And, you know, I don't think, or I don't know personally, that there is only one reason of why some people suffer and other people don't. There are some reasons that I've noticed over the years while helping people overcome this, and I'm going to mention all of them to you today. But it's important to mention, I think, that I've worked with women and men of all ages, all backgrounds, ethnicities, religions. You know, there's no... I know people say that men mainly have this, but a lot of women also have it. Maybe it shows up in different forms, but definitely, you know, from people aged 19 to 65, 70, I've worked with, you know, those ages and everything in between, male and female. So I just wanted to note that first before we get into this video. So one of the number one reasons that I've mentioned in many videos is past trauma, emotional neglect, insecurities, fears of abandonment, unconscious beliefs such as not feeling good enough, not feeling lovable enough, not feeling worthy enough of someone else's true unconditional love. So if you have never had that, or if you were taught that you don't deserve that, and then you get into a relationship with someone that tells you, you know, and reassures you that they love you, they want to be with you, they only care about you, the past doesn't matter to them anymore, you're not going to know how to receive that. You're not going to know how to let that in, how to trust it, because you don't believe those things to be true for you. So if someone else is telling you that they love you and that you are lovable, you are good enough, you're perfect just the way you are, all of these great things, and if you don't believe these things about you, then you're going to have a very difficult time accepting those words to be true from someone else. And so RJ can often show up as a sabotage, you know, as a distraction. It's also important to note that retroactive jealousy is not a root cause. It's literally a symptom. So, which is one of the reasons why I really like working with people one-on-one. The root cause really depends on you as an individual, on your character, on your upbringing, on your unconscious beliefs, on your fears, your trauma, your past, you know? So yes, that's one of the first things. Emotional neglect, past trauma, and unconscious beliefs that sort of tend to sabotage you in your life today. Because this is what happens. If you want to accept and want to believe the love that is in your life, right? And that's your reality. Like, you can consciously, logically see it. It's there. Your partner reassures you every time. Unconsciously, if you have these beliefs around not being lovable or good enough or feeling insecure, the unconscious mind and the conscious mind clash. And that's when suffering starts to, you know, happen. One of the rules of the mind is that your mind can't hold conflicting beliefs. So this is one of the main reasons that I've experienced, at least, you know, where people really suffer, and it can cause RJ. Another reason why people suffer from retroactive jealousy is OCD, right? They do say that it is a type of OCD. However, as far as I'm concerned, not everyone that I have worked with have OCD. So what OCD is often the need to be in control, right? That's the root of OCD a lot of the time. And with retroactive jealousy, a lot of the time, people that I work with are very analytical. They like lists. They like to be in control. They're perfectionists. They're very hard on themselves, so they are automatically very hard on their partner. And they might suffer from OCD in other areas of their life. Now, what I've noticed is that these people are very successful in their work, right? Because wanting to be in control and writing lists and being super organized and being a perfectionist and being a hard worker, that often will serve you in your work, in the work industry, right? In your business or the company you work for, whatever it is that you do. However, if you start applying those things to a human being, it doesn't really work, because, you know, when you're hard on your partner and you expect them to be perfect or to have been perfect, and you have all of these, you know, sort of expectations that are not being met, that's when you can start to suffer. And this is where I work with people to really use these qualities of being a perfectionist and wanting to, you know, be organized and be in control to your benefit instead of the opposite. Another reason why people suffer from retroactive jealousy is their upbringing. I've seen this quite a few times where the sufferer will have been brought up very differently to their partner. So automatically, you're taught that certain things are right and wrong, and your partner's taught that other things are right and wrong. Certain things are acceptable and other things aren't. And so if you grow up and you saw your parents being really judgmental or really strict with values and beliefs, maybe you were very religious, whatever it is, if you have grown up and you witness your guardians, your parents, people around you, society, be really judgmental and talk about right and wrong and what is right and wrong, and, you know, people that do this and this and this are bad people, or they're disgusting people, or you shouldn't get involved with them. You know, you adopt these beliefs, it becomes your reality, you are shaped by these beliefs and this reality. And if you get into a relationship with someone that obviously you love, you respect, you want to be with, all of these things, and then you find out they've done something that doesn't necessarily match with your values and beliefs, what happens? Again, unconsciously and consciously you clash. Consciously you're going, I love my wife or my husband or whatever, I respect them, I want to be with them, this is who I want to be with, I don't want to find anybody else, I don't want to break up. But unconsciously your mind is going, this person did exactly what you were told as a child or growing up. That is wrong, that is stupid, that is disgusting, that is this, that is that. How could you be with someone like that, right? So again, conscious and unconscious clashing. It's important to note really quickly here, guys, that the only thing that matters is the values and beliefs that you guys share today. Just like your partner doesn't try to push their beliefs onto you and their values, trying to push your values and beliefs onto them is not fair either. What matters is the beliefs and the values that you guys have today. Do they match? You can't hold someone accountable for what they did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14 years ago, right? People change, they move on, and we've talked about this. Your cells, every 7 years, you have literally new cells. Millions and millions of cells per minute die, or thousands, I can't remember. But a lot of cells die, new ones are reborn. After 7 years, your body is completely new. And mentally, you watch a movie, you read a book, you have a conversation, you study, you work, you grow, you evolve, you change mentally, emotionally, physically, all of it. So when you try to hold someone accountable, or you want to blame or shame them for what they did years ago, or even a year ago, or even months ago, it's not exactly fair. What matters is, of course, do your values and beliefs match today? Where do you want to go forward? Do you have the same goals, the same dreams? All of that, that's what matters. So don't let your mind trick you into telling you that your values and beliefs don't match because of what they did years ago. And the last thing that causes people to suffer is this indecision and anxiety that can come with it. So a lot of the time, if it was as simple as, I don't agree with my partner's past, that makes me angry, that makes me sad, that makes me feel disgusted, the simple answer would be, we'll break up with them then. No one is forcing you to be with anyone. But with RJ, it's not that simple. Because again, you've got this conscious and unconscious sort of back and forth. And this indecision causes anxiety, so part of you wants to be with your partner, and another part of you feels all these negative emotions. Half of you wants to respect, love, adore, and move forward. The other half of you is busy taking the intrusive thoughts seriously, asking questions, seeking approval, seeking validation, stalking social media, getting angry, shutting down, making it a big deal, bringing it up over and over and over again. So this indecisiveness of back and forth, I want them but I don't want them, I want them but I don't know, causes RJ to become worse and worse and worse. So obviously I would recommend making a decision and sticking to it. Not that that means that the RJ thoughts and emotions and mental movies will go away, but you will take them less seriously. So, a lot of you know this already, but the more you act on a compulsion, you ask the question, you shame, you blame, you shut down, you get angry, you take the thought seriously, you start asking questions, whatever it is, the more you're feeding the monster, you're feeding the RJ, right? So if you really want to make the decision and you want to say to yourself, I want to be with my partner, write a list of why you want to be with them, their qualities, how they make you feel, what you look forward to in the future with them. And every time you get triggered, read that list. Remember, don't let your mind trick you into that one more question or one more, I'll bring it up one more time, or I'll stalk their ex one more time. No, make a decision. Write down why you want to make a decision, and each time you get triggered, really read that list so you can stop yourself from going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And with time it will get easier, but this is just a very good place to start. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you watched it till the end, if you have any other suggestions or conclusions or beliefs around why you feel some people suffer from RJ and others don't, then feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.